Africa Before Colonization. Episode 1, Empires of Gold, Ghana, Mali and Songhai. Narrator, History Uncovered, epic documentary script intro. The world before empires. Before the world carved Africa into borders, before maps invented names for places they did not understand, there existed kingdoms so wealthy, so advanced and so powerful that their stories sound like legends. But they were real. They rose from the heart of West Africa, where gold dust glittered beneath the Sahara winds and rivers carried silk, salt, knowledge, and power. This is the story of three mighty empires, Ghana, Mali, and Songhai, the true titans of Africa before colonization. Their rulers commanded vast armies. Their scholars preserved the world's wisdom. Their cities shined like jewels in the desert. And for centuries, they influenced global history. Yet the world rarely tells their story. Tonight, we do. Welcome to History Uncovered, Part 1. Ghana, the first empire of gold. Long before Mali or Songhai were even names on the tongue, the empire of Ghana, known by its people as Ouagadougou, ruled supreme. Around the 4th century CE, in a land blessed with unimaginable natural wealth, a civilization began to rise. Not the Ghana you see on today's map. This empire thrived in what is now Mauritania and Mali. At the heart of its power, gold. Not coins, not jewelry. Raw gold mined from the earth in quantities that stunned foreign traders. Arab merchants crossing the Sahara wrote in disbelief, "The king owns all the gold." Only dust is left for the people. The king of Ouagadougou sat enthroned in splendor, robed in silk, surrounded by soldiers wearing gold-studded armor. His word was law, his power unquestioned. The capital city, Kumbi Saleh, was a wonder of the medieval world. Two twin cities, one Islamic and wealthy with merchants, the other royal and sacred with palaces, temples, drums of ceremony, and the beating heart of the empire. Caravans laden with salt, copper, horses, and textiles arrived daily. In exchange, the merchants left with a treasure greater than their imaginations. West African gold, the lifeblood of global trade. Ghana's influence reached beyond Africa. European and Middle Eastern economies minted their coins, forged their wealth with Ghanaian gold. The empire did something else extraordinary. It protected trade. Bandits feared to strike under Ghana's watch. But power draws envy and enemies. A new religious movement surged from North Africa, the Almoravid Jihad. They accused Ghana of impeding the spread of Islam and coveted the gold roots. War erupted. By the 11th century, after years of conflict and internal strain, Ghana began to crumble. But its legacy did not die. Like a seed fallen into fertile soil, it gave birth to a new power. Part 2. Mali. The Rise of the Lion. When Ghana fell, the Mandinka people saw opportunity. From the valleys near the Niger River, a young leader rose from slavery to legend. Sundiata Keita, the Lion of Mali, banished as a child, hunted by rivals. He returned with unity in his voice and an army at his back. In 1235, at the Battle of Kirina, Sundiata defeated the fearsome Soso king, Sumanguru, and Mali was born. Over time, the empire swelled into staggering greatness, stretching across modern Mali, Senegal, Gambia, Niger, and Guinea. Mali controlled gold mines richer than anything Ghana ever touched. But Sundiata's story was only the beginning. The Golden Age Mansa Musa. Then came the richest man who has ever lived. More wealthy than Bezos, Musk, or any king recorded in history, Mansa Musa, Emperor of Mali. In 1324, he embarked on a pilgrimage to Mecca with 60,000 attendants, 12,000 slaves holding gold staffs, 80 camels loaded with 300 pounds of gold each. As he passed through Cairo, he spent gold so freely that he caused hyperinflation. Imagine spending so much money in a foreign country that its entire economy collapses for years. That was Mali's power. But Musa wasn't only rich, he was a builder of civilizations. He transformed Timbuktu into a global capital of knowledge where 25,000 scholars studied mathematics, astronomy, law, and literature. Libraries preserved over 700,000 manuscripts. The University of Sankor rivaled Oxford and Al-Azhar. While Europe descended into the Dark Ages, Africa's light burned bright. Trade routes linked Mali to Venice, Cairo, Istanbul, and Beijing. Gold, culture, and science flowed like the Niger itself. But even great rivers can change their course. After Musa's death, the empire weakened. Provinces broke away. Ambition returned in the east. A new empire sharpened its sword. Part 3: Songhai, the military colossus. From the banks of the Niger at Gao, a fishing community transformed into a military powerhouse, the Songhai Empire. Under Sonny Ali in the 15th century, Songhai built the biggest empire in African history before colonization, larger than all of Western Europe combined. Sonny Ali was feared and undefeated. He conquered rebellious tribes, secured river and desert trade routes, built a navy. Yes, a navy in the Sahara region patrolling the Niger. Timbuktu and Djenné fell under his control, ensuring dominance over gold and learning. Then came Askia Muhammad the Great, who elevated Songhai into a spiritual and administrative superpower. Created professional armies, standardized laws and taxes, strengthened Islam and scholarship, linked West Africa firmly to global trade. Songhai was orderly, wealthy, and strategic. But the world was changing. Gunpowder was coming. In 1591, a Moroccan invasion armed with firearms shattered Songhai's cavalry-based military. The empire fractured. The golden age of West African superpowers faded, but their memory refused to die. Part 4: Africa's Hidden Truth. History books often start Africa's story at colonization as if nothing existed before. But this land built universities before Europe knew the printing press, forged trade networks richer than medieval kingdoms, ruled with law, structure, and science, produced rulers who shaped world economy. These empires were not primitive, not isolated, not silent. They were global forces, so why did their story disappear? Because history is often told by those who conquered last, and those conquerors feared a powerful truth. Africa was not a dark continent. It was a golden one, to be continued in our next episode, Episode 2, The Builders, Great Zimbabwe and Nubia. We will uncover stone cities rising without mortar, pyramids older than many in Egypt, and engineering achievements that stunned explorers. Africa's real history is too powerful to remain buried. If you believe the world should know the truth, like, comment, subscribe. This is History Uncovered.